See Storm taking down Sharp there in the feed. Knight also getting Hunt. Don't forget, this is that last game as Hunt picks up a heavy snipe there, which he's not going to be too happy about.
Yeah, not here in the grotto. He's going around the corner and someone is waiting. It's Deegan waiting around the corner there. Really nice position, crouched up to it. Only on 37 points, but still having a massive impact on the tournament as Nut had a very good chance to at least make top 10 here with this last game. But Deegan closes out there as you see Ages in the distance.
But still trying to win this box fight out. You can see some good pressure around the sides, trying to track the player. Splode's coming out, drops in behind it. 55 white tag, immediately trying to replace and is able to pick up Graska. One thing I do just want to call out and correct real quick. SF Roller and Furious got first and second in week 2. That was the top 80 week. So he actually got 19 grand for his trouble there against the top 300 best players. Kind of how players slow down for the pace when it is your absolute last chance, even if you need to be hyper aggressive. Everyone's a little more cautious as we see Furious picks up an Elim onto Waz, stretching that lead out another 4 points.
Yeah, showing that he's got the confidence right now as Class takes his heavy shot snipe onto AV. AV kept caught sleeping there a little bit. Maybe didn't think there's not that many heavy sniper spawns around here. You've got Rig as well, but you can't be out in the open like that. You've got to cover yourself when you go for those shots, and Class picks it up. And the consistency you talked about from Furious, when you say 29th, it sounds like, oh, 29th, but when that is like second rotating zone with how stacked these games are, one flopper, just maybe one short launch pad, one elimination is the difference of gaining, tops, like coming top 2. Like, you really have to just capitulate at that very end game, as Unknown now still in Slurpee with Zone pretty decently far away, still going for another fight. Definitely not feeling the last game jitters here, knowing he can play his aggressive style inside the box. Needs to get a heavy pump shot off, and there it is, 198 tag. Can't even see through the stair. He's phasing it because he's placed inside it, but just the knowledge and the awareness to track Durant to know exactly where he is to hit an almost max damage pump shot through a stair that we can't even see.
Out of the Slurpee Swamp. Now we have Coop trying to set up, again, one of those ambushes, hiding around a tree. Will he be able to get the drop? Does swap immediately over to that tac shotgun, so you know he's going to wait till the player rounds the corner. The jumping 360s, 165 comes out. That is a massive shot from that range, hitting nearly every single pellet. You can see him desperately trying to find where the player disengaged to this player, trying to put as many walls as possible between them, but Booga, unfortunately, is going to go down there. Nice little ambush from Coop, and unfortunately, that will be the end of the World Cup Solo Champions run in the Invitational.
Yeah. He had a good run. It's been a long time since solos. Obviously a pretty intense meta as well. Things have changed up a lot. I think a very respectable performance from Booga. Had so much pressure coming into this. As you see Illis pushing up into the wall, takes him with the SMG, just charges forward. Siz lucky. That's his tournament over now, as well as Illis trying to make a run towards the end here. 111 points. Big game could shoot him up there as well. And
less chaos is what, I don't want to say what most people want right now, but the one thing, just looking at the point difference, so you're talking about Jacques and how he was able to kind of climb his way up. He was 31 points behind, or 29 points behind, excuse me. 7 eliminations being the difference, assuming he's able to get kind of the one additional elimination point through. But with still 60 players remaining, this is kind of why I was talking about, just don't go down early. Get into the safe game, get as much as you can. As we see Stretch just obliterate Ghoul as he's trying to rotate into the middle of the zone on an early one. But, like, if you're able to get into this point in time, like, yes, you worry, like, oh, I need XYZ number of eliminations. You're never seeing somebody pick up.
When you got those heavy snipes in the game as well, when anything can change in an instant, one heavy snipe, either a headshot or maybe one heavy snipe taking a wall and someone's in your box, it can happen and turn on you so quickly. As we see Stretch getting in here now, Tabs trying to aggressively push into Stretch, and Stretch building out and expanding this base helped him so much take that fight and just have more control, as now the third parties come in, but again, he's got so much fully built heavy mats to keep himself safe, as he's going to grapple up this loop before it kind of floats down river back towards a lot of enemies that are sitting down there.
Everyone wanted to jump themselves back up there. Eclipse having a little bit of a rough start here after his victory royale yesterday. You can see him on no more shields here in the final game. Fryce the Light having a really good job so far today, pushing himself up to 149 points. Also rocking the heavy sniper as well as the rare pump and the epic AR. Decently well set up for kind of this late game, but right now getting sprayed out from underneath. Kind of an awkward positioning to be chose right now. Not sure what led the lobby to really focus towards this side, but Fryce goes flying in at Eclipse. Eclipse says, what's up? Signature soccer skin. Picking up the elimination there and a nice little refresher on him. We saw he had been hurting on shields, had the press on him there, but gonna get all those mats, all the shields, and the second loadout. We've talked about kind of those probabilities going through. Shout out to Prodigy Analytics for being able to run the calculations based off of the standings and the scoreboard. Don't want to play too much of a spoiler going on there. You guys can check it out if you want the probability, but odds are pretty good it's going to Furious based off of the math. We can see it there unless somebody is able to start picking it up. Just a reminder for what the top 5 looks like. It's Furious, 29 points clear of Jacques. Neon is 11 points behind that.
Getting beamed up on the edge, trying to find his way, and we do see Mega, who's still in here as well, and Vexy looking like he's in a nice spot on the high ground. Zate just one stop below that as Bizzle trying to make his way back in. Had a really unfortunate last few games, but could still have a phenomenal last performance as Scope gets another elim. Unknown gets another elim as well, so Scope jumping up higher and higher. Assault inside his box right now. That is massive. That could have jumped him out of his top 5. Assault still having it going toe-to-toe, surviving that one. Still has the floppers, has the minis, the aggressive push not working, and now his loadout's even better for it with 4 points extra. Let's see it's coming to the final game, guys. This is game 12. This is where we make celebrities. Fortnite makes overnight celebrities. Furious, not an unknown name, but this could be his chance to become the next big thing in competitive Fortnite, winning NA East, being the solo champion. Oh, as we see Deegan going down, Kanata maybe wanting to battle for that one as well. A big name in his own right. We're going to crown a champion, and we're going to find out who is in NA East the best competitive solo player in arguably one of the most competitive regions. It is a mantle anyone would be proud to hold, but even a top 5, top 3, those finishes are still incredible and do such a big thing for these young pro players' careers too.
Collazo took down Neon during that rotation, so that was one of our top 5 who got dropped. As we hop on board with Furious, he's doing fine. 469 above, but he is completely out of builds. 33 players remaining still, so tons of Fortnite to be played as we're in the 6th zone, and our current leader is out of builds, but 238 tags in a white. Can it be enough? He has to get this elimination. He's trying to push forward. Jaybird picks up class in the feed. Furious could be able to clutch it up here if he's able to get a refresh. Gets pushed back, though. No more builds. He's completely at the mercy of the players around him. He goes down outside the top 30. Scope picks up Legend DN, so it is open for somebody to take it out, but as we say that, Polarize picks up Jock. Jock is now out. The main contender is out, and it is all down to whether Canada or Assault can make enough of a run and get enough points to contend towards the top. We hop on board with Assault as he's floppering out in the storm and going for the high ground. This is one of the players who could contend for, as Canada also picks up Miro. Those are the 2 names you want to watch as we close out NA East here.
Yeah, we do. We have so many of the players going down in that top 4, so we're looking at Assault, we're looking at Kanata. I think Mega might still be in this one, as Zate did go down. They can jump themselves up high as Assault is jumping down here. Only has 15 builds left to his name, finds himself in a very precarious situation in this box. Has those floppers, has no shield, just trying to get into a box of his own as all these players are making their way through. 17 alive. Scopes picks up another elimination. This is a massive game for Scopes. I think you're going to see him catapult through the leaderboard as Saf picks up an elimination too. Assault gets a little bit of breathing room. Top 15 now. He's going to start finding his way through. He's going to find his way through that player. He makes his way through, takes down Showbean. Kalazo goes down in the feed. Assault making a good run for this, as Kanata is a name I have not seen in the feed. He is somewhere here, and he is racking up points as well. No, he goes down. Mega gets the elim, so it's Mega and Assault, those 2 players who have massive chance of jumping themselves up through the leaderboard, Sundown.
Eyes are all on Assault right now, trying to make the run, and as we say that, he gets blasted, but blast right back. Scoped gets taken down. His run ends at the hands of the other controller god, Assault, and the Siphon being just enough to keep him up as he pushes forward to the top 5. 188 points. You got Eclipse up on the high ground. The other part of that trio, Mega underneath him, Assault just above, and then you have TJ down on the low ground, rounding out the top 4. Assault looking to find it with the rocket, finds run down, and TJ goes down on the low ground, now sandwiched between Mega and Eclipse. Can Assault take out either side of the bread and get enough points? 197 right now, trying to push forward with both the elims and the victory. It could be enough to catch Roller if he does absolutely everything you can see him looking for, but shot through the tree. Veteran Eclipse shuts down Assault's run, and that's going to be that as Eclipse and Mega battle it out to close out NA East.
They go toe-to-toe right now, and Eclipse has to have the loadout advantage. He has the pump in hand. Mega takes a heavy shot, has those floppers, has those minis, but the pressure on the wall does not stop. It is relentless here. Mega goes down. Eclipse taking him out. 2 of the biggest names in competitive Fortnite. Still a huge run from Mega there. You have to think, Sundown, did he hold on to it?
The standings are confirmed. Furious there, holding it down, 217 points. Our FNCS Invitational champion in NA East. Assault, though, with that last little bit, jumped up into 2nd place, just over a Jock.
And then immediately we flip over. We talk about the competitive veterans: Unknown, Bizzle, Eclipse, Avery, Nut, Fired, able to kind of rise himself up into that top 20. Frice, Elise, and
this is going to be the standings that people are going to reference when they try and compete with each other, right? Like team game modes are team game modes, and they're awesome performances, but it's so rare to be able to hold your head high and say, I beat you in solo, outplayed you. So this was ridiculous. In one of the most competitive regions, Booger dropping down there on 40th. We have a lot of other players who control AV, High Host 4